So this is the third instalment in Tom Six's trilogy. You all know what the principle of Human Centipede is, but the way it works is the first Human Centipede, which is mad scientist creates Human Centipede. Second Human Centipede was car park attendant watches the film of the first Human Centipede and is inspired to make his own Human Centipede. Third one is that the stars of the first and second film, although in different roles, now play people running a prison in America, which they decide from watching Human Centipede 1 and Human Centipede 2 to make their own Human Centipede. And the right director Tom Six, his kind of get out of jail free card is that the whole thing is like a pastiche of grotesque American culture, and there's a lot of self-referential. He actually appears as himself in the film. He gives himself a cameo. They call him in to see whether it's possible whether the films are in fact medically accurate. And then the whole joke is that it's extreme, gross out, both verbally and in terms of its imagery. I mean, I have to say that having suffered through it's nearly 6 hours of all three of them, I don't think my life has been in any way enriched. I don't like the films at all. I think that they have there's a real smug repugnance to them, which I don't like. There is this kind of sense of, there's one moment in the film which they show the films to the prisoners, and one of the prisoners says, these films risk causing harm, they should be banned. It's sort of like ironic, because, hey, because the second one was cut and it was banned. You go, no, they shouldn't be banned, Tom. They should just be ignored, and you really should move on. And there's a moment when the Dieter Laser, who's playing the prison governor, who's just the most annoyingly shouty performance. It just screechy shouty.
Annoyingly
shouty performance, says, oh yes, he's just some infant who is, and his poopy obsession, and it's meant to be a joke, but you think, well, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I think the problem with Tom Six is this is very badly made. Its level of kind of gross out humor, which is very, very offensive on so many levels. I mean, really, really offensive. And what he doesn't have is the intelligence or wit to make that offensiveness into something that's in any way creative. It is just like watching somebody playing in their own excrement and doing it in a way in which he has a really sort of just ridiculous sense of what's interestingly entertaining. So I mean, I think it's basically torture porn that thinks that it's postmodern and intelligent, and in fact, it's just wretched.
Now, Debbie Tucker-Green herself has said that actually she thinks the drama is quite clear, and there is one way of reading it in which it is very clear. There's particularly a final shot which seems to me to suggest exactly what's at stake.
Like the Generation game with a conveyor belt of lust, greed, avarice, vice just being wheeled in front of you and going, yeah, that's great, isn't it?